the significant achievements that we have, recorded is, I remember in 2023, last year, in November, when Catherine was around, we invited Dr. Catherine Freeland from the Hepatitis B Foundation in the United States. They have been very supportive. They have been very supportive to my cause. In fact, the reason why I am here now, why I am where I am today, by the grace of God, the Hepatitis B Foundation has really, really supported me. They admitted me into the Global Community Advisory Board of the Hepatitis B Foundation, okay, where we have people living with viral hepatitis B and T from across the world, okay, to form an advisory group. And this is the second year now, or rounding up the second year, okay. And then they also graciously have extended my membership on that board by 1 year, and I'm so grateful to the founders really, Dr. Tim Block and Nurse Joan Block. Wonderful couple. Last year when Catherine was around, she came in and then we paid an advocacy call to the First Lady of Delta State, Her Excellency Dickiness Tobore Burebori. She gave us such a warm reception, and it was an opportunity to, bring before her some of the challenges that people living with viral hepatitis, in Delta State face, ranging from lack of diagnostics, because to do viral load is a big problem in the state. Okay, we have the state has the capacity to do that, but the platforms to do that just need to be optimized for that. Okay, so we brought this before her. We also brought the issue of mother-to-child transmission, which is by far the major channel through which the infection, the virus spreads. Okay, so the issue of mothers not being screened on time, and when they are screened, usually close to delivery, and they pay for such screening. So we pleaded that should be part of the equity plan under the Delta State Contributory Health Commission, that's the health insurance. And graciously, she promised that she was going to discuss with His Excellency on this matter, and the ones that would quickly be fixed, she gave us an assurance that she was going to do something about that. And to our surprise, within 24 hours, we started seeing circulars from the Contributory Health, from the Health Insurance Commission, that viral hepatitis B and C have now been included into the health insurance scheme. That was surprising to me, because I'd never had that kind of response, not from a top government person like that, where you request for something, now in the next 24 hours you get that. So that we were very surprised to see that, and so we are very grateful to Her Excellency for helping us get that through into the health insurance. So today, any pregnant woman in Delta State accessing care in any of the state accredited facilities for health insurance program, that woman will be screened free of charge. And thanks to Her Excellency and His Excellency for bringing this through. Now, I would just use this opportunity to also appeal that beyond screening, because when we when we screen, we'll definitely find people who are positive. Okay, that's one of the challenges we are seeing at the moment. Okay, positive pregnant women are not being catered for. Not because they cannot be catered for, but because what it takes to cater for them to prevent the mother-to-child transmission is not available. Now, if we go by the new WHO's treatment guideline, because the viral load is really not available at the moment, but there's also an option that every pregnant woman, once screened and she's positive, should be placed on antiviral prophylaxis from 28 weeks. But we don't have the antiviral available in our facilities. And so we screen them and then identify them as positive and we leave them. I want to see a situation where people who are living with viral hepatitis walk into the hospital and get the best of care that they truly need. No hassles. And I know that will happen. So I'm appealing to the state government, Delta State. I'm appealing to His Excellency, the Governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Borowori, to look critically into this aspect of health. I'm appealing to our Honorable Commissioner of Health in Delta State, Honorable Dr. Joseph Onojaime. They have been very wonderful, very supportive, and I think there is need to actually expand the support so that people who are living with viral hepatitis will feel part of this. Viral hepatitis the entire continuum of care of viral hepatitis should be included into the health insurance, not just screening, treatment, diagnostics. It should be included into the health insurance scheme. And that way we can be sure that people living with viral hepatitis can get the best of care. Okay, and the burden of viral hepatitis in Delta State is quite huge. Prevalence of hepatitis B alone is 8%. Delta State has a population of about 6.8 million, 6.78 million. Okay, the burden of hepatitis C is put at 5%. You realize that we have not less than 884,000 persons living with viral hepatitis, either B or C or both, co-infected with the two in Delta State. But how many of them who are living with viral hepatitis B have been found, have been diagnosed? Of course, I'm not the only person living with viral hepatitis B in Delta State. A lot of persons who are living with viral hepatitis B, living with viral hepatitis C, are nowhere to be found. They just carry on with life. But the danger in it is that, that's why we say the viral hepatitis is a silent killer, because one can live with it for years, 20, 30, 40 years, and not even know that this virus exists in them. And all of a sudden, it strikes. And the goal of the virus is to cause liver cancer, because it attacks the liver. So the end of it is liver cancer. So when people don't know that they live with the virus and they do not take the necessary steps to containing the virus, then it means they are at risk of liver cancer. And that's a problem. That's a big problem. And early detection is very important. So once we detect this early, and the person and the right steps are taken, then we can, to a great extent, prevent the occurrence of liver cancer in the future. And so I'm appealing to the state governments to intensify efforts to increase public awareness, if that's what we do, but more efforts need to be put to increase public awareness. More efforts need to be put, to increase screenings, identifying the missing thousands, linking them to care, and ensuring that they get the best of care and they stay in care. Very important. So I'm very hopeful that everything will work out well.